Man.
Yeah.
So I hope you feel well and feel better, feel good. But you're still working, yeah? You're still working. Got to work, yeah?
Yeah. I'm thinking about taking the day off, but I can't.
Yeah. But you can like relax a little bit, can you?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not like I work.
It's not like you kind of, yeah.
It's not like I have things to do. It's like
Good. Yeah. Just enjoy the weekend and relax. Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Relax. Good, man. All right. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right.
How should we start this?
Of course, Aleksi. Of course. Okay. Alex, have you seen what I did there?
I saw it. Just like no words, just money.
Yeah, just give me take my money. That's it.
Oh man.
It's introduce the record and we'll talk about it.
So this is a new guy for us. His name is Aleksi Campagne, which in the day that I recommended him, I called him Champagne because I don't know, I was seeing an H and there is an H, but
yeah.
This dude is a French Canadian guy, and he released this album called For the Given 2023 album last year, and well, he's like the first song in the album. He already lets you know everything that you will see because he says birds flying high. That's all I used to see, and then that's it. You just
it. And from that point on, you just fly. Yeah.
Man, what a good album.
Man, thank you for choosing and finding out. Of course, God sent this guy to you, so you could choose to us, and it's an amazing record. I was not, of course, you told me something about being close to Andrew Bird, right? Uh-huh. And then the first song starts with him saying about birds. I was like, and Drew Birds, yeah? I said.
Yeah.
From the first song, I started listening to the first song, and then the song blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, I'm into it. Let's go. And I kind of judged a little bit about, look, the other songs are going to be like very mellow, and he's going to use some electronic beats and things like that. He's going to choose some things, some elements that, I don't know, it will kind of sound like something like the things that we have talked about. The artist choosing some electronic beats over the real deal, right? But man, this album impressed me the hell out of me, because it's beautiful, man. It's delicious. This album is delicious. Oh my God, his voice, the combination. I think for me, it's the right tone and it's the right mix of this pop things that, I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to describe.
I think it's the right amount. For me, it's the right amount. Everything he does here is the right amount of sounding folk and pop, because it doesn't get too poppy like the one that we listened, the cover, Josh Kelly.
Yeah.
It doesn't get too poppy like that, but he keeps his voice very folky, and
it keeps indie, right? Indie pop.
Exactly. It keeps you indie, and for me, it's the right amount. And then what he does with all the instruments and the production is so clear, man. It's so clear. You can hear everything. You can hear everything on the record. His voice is perfect. It's beautiful. It's smooth like silk.
Yeah.
And the guitars and the violin. Oh my God, this guy can play and sing all the whole shit.
And here's one more connection to Andrew Bird, because he also uses the violin in unconventional ways, right?
That's it.
Because he's playing like there is some songs that he's playing the violin like a ukulele, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, that's some interesting stuff. And he's using pedals on the violin, right? And it's amazing. It's the first song, I think it's the best of the album, because I think it shows everything that he can do in terms of writing, in terms of a dynamic of a song, because he starts kind of a little bit theatrical, like this is the opening act of my show. And then when you go into the song, there are all of these moments like a movie. Like there is a...
It sounds like a movie.
Yeah, there is like that moment.
Like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Sorry.
Yeah, but there is a moment where it's just the violin and it's got its solos, and then it gets to the chorus, and then everything comes together and it's beautiful. And in the end, where is you think he's gonna end the song, and then there's a plot twist,
and then so it goes back again. Man, goes back on again.
Good. It's the guy's the real deal.
Man, thank you. That was amazing. I like what you wrote there about bringing us back to the beginning of early days of Madness, and when we would discover new shit and it would go nuts, right?
Yeah,
that happened, of course, with Andrew Bird. Of course, like when we get to the end of the year, we're gonna probably do some highlights of the year,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Andrew Bird, of course, this is gonna be like my top 3 or 5 highlight of the year. This guy too. So it's so good. Every time, like for example, when we started Madness, every time there are some bands that kind of stuck to me as how can I say, as a mark, as a milestone, I would say like a milestones or a backbone of Madness. Like bands like Mumford and Sons that we would just go nuts. Abandoned Kansas, all those bands that we would listen. Even some Green Day. I remember us listening to Green Day when they released those 3 records, right?
Yeah,
back in 2012, man.
It is.
Yeah, it was crazy. So this year, definitely, this guy is going to be in.
Yeah. This guy it's definitely going to be in the shelf that I have this year since we started, of guys that either I didn't know and you introduced them to me, or I discovered, or some guys that I haven't paid attention in a while. I would say like Andrew Bird, of course, but Marcus King, Cardinal Black. It's like all of these beautiful bands and artists that like they just became they made into my daily playlist, you know, like sometimes I remember the song and I was like, oh, I feel like listening to that song, you know, because
of course
nowadays, because of all of this reach that we have with all the songs in the world, I feel like sometimes we don't I don't know, we don't crave for songs we like anymore. We're just listening like automatic, and our project it's something that keeps me grounded and makes me look at songs in a different way. So it was, these guys are just gonna hang around, you know, for a long time, for sure.
They'll be around for some time.
And I'm always trying to preach them to other people, you know. I'm always sending them, like sometimes I send to my brother. I was like, dude, I think you're gonna like this. Or my brother-in-law, I'm like, I think you're gonna like this. Or I show it to my wife. So it's nice that we're
I have some friends that I'm always sending shit to. This week I sent this Bad Not Good to a friend. He likes it. And I'm always listening some songs with my wife. hard because we have been so busy and she has been busy. But I'm always sending her some songs and we're listening to some songs. This past week, I was helping her rehearse the song when we were young. That's why that song. This is my favorite, one of my favorite Dell song. And she has a project for the future where she's gonna sing some powerhouse songs, and this is one of them. We were rehearsing this week. So yeah, man, it's good. It creates these songs and these bands that we are enjoying. Of course, it's gonna resonate forever for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Except for eels.
Yeah, this is good. That's going to our blacklist.
I'm gonna choose an Eels album this week. No, I won't.
But do you have like any, I don't know, any songs you want to talk about on this album?
Yes. My favorite songs, it is number one, When I Close My Eyes, and two other songs that really got me. Track 6, Rome.
Yeah.
And track 7, Dancing Back to Back. I cried on the song. Woo.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. And Dancing Back to Back, it's weird because there's Rome, and then when Rome ends, it starts Dancing Back to Back. But they start like in a very similar way. I think it's in the same harmonic realm. But then the song turns into something else, and then you notice that the song has changed.
Yeah,
because the first time I was listening, I was like, "Dude, this song is long." But then when I looked at at Spotify, I was like, "Oh, that's a different song."
That's a different song.
But then the chorus is completely different from Rome. I'm like, "Okay,
yeah,
all right."
I like this, and I like, again, it's so clear what he's singing about. The instrumentations, everything. Let's not talk about this, but the lyrics are so interesting. You told me about being a bit political about Rome, right?
Yeah.
I think it's where he mentions a little bit about politicians in their sheets, right? And it's nice how he writes, man. I like his writing.
You mean you're talking about Rome, right?
Rome, yes. I like his writing, really.
Yeah, he mostly he's talking about this idea of we are fucking up the planet, man. Like for a long time, and and he's talking about the politicians, and then there is for me this is a very heavy thing that he says, that he says. It didn't have to be this way with the rising shores and the blackened skies. It didn't have to be this way, but you stepped on the gas and you closed your eyes. It's like, man, we've reaching a point of no return that we're gonna just destroy the planet. And
we have been doing that, and it is already happened. And then there is another part in the song where he says, "This world may not be Rome, but it sure is burning."
Oh man, it gives me the chills.
Oh yeah, that's it, man.
That's poetry, Josh.
It is.
Sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's fucking poetry.
Yeah, we gotta make.
Ain't no such thing as covering people's songs. And
have you seen that
cover this motherfucker?
That meme of Scorsese, and he's doing like this, and they say this is cinema because he made a lot of criticism about Marvel movies, and then he was talking about cinema. And then there's a meme that he's doing like this, and people write, "This is cinema,"
this
right?
Is cinema.
So this is poetry. Get my meme.
we should start creating some memes, some pictures.
Man, come on,
there we should.
Beautiful writing, man. Beautiful writing.
No, I this song really stand out for me. And the next song, it's a different theme, right? I think it's the song he's talking about maybe a person who kind of maybe betrayed him or cheated on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because the song there's a twist in the song, I think. because it seems that well, it's not as much as a twist, but he's talking about like a relationship, I think, right? His and then in the end, he says, like, where is it? Oh yeah, where he says, you were dancing back to back, so you've been seeing someone else, right? You've been seeing something more. Well, you can be seeing yourself out of the door. Yeah. I think it's interesting where he takes this turn.
Yeah.
At some point, of course, he's literally talking about like some grudges. He's holding some grudges right here, remembering something that he might have gone through.
Yeah.
But I like the composition of the song. Of course, there is this part of the song, but it's beautiful. It's very well written. It's poetry. It's amazing. I love how he writes, and I just love the music, man.
Yeah,
the whole shit. It's.
I like the song "Head Above Water." It gets really, I don't know, Irish folky. You know, it's a
True.
Nice twist
True.
on the album. You know, he has some bandolins, I guess, or some other.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. And it's always, and there is in the chorus there is
banjo. It's a banjo.
It's a banjo, yeah. So it's and then the drums. It I don't know. It gets a little bit.
No, but it sounds Irish.
Yeah, very
sounds
Irish.
Irish.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this song. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. Man,
and his voice is just amazing, man.
It's amazing. I like the ending track as well. It's a bit different, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the title.
The title, yes,
of the album.
For the Given, yeah. There's a part in the song where he says, let me see if I can find it here. And you said your heart was for the given, and you said your heart was for the given, but all you did was take, like my bottle of Islay Scotch, aged 30 years in a cask. You poured out my love, and you didn't even ask. You didn't even ask, like my dark Bordeaux wine, imbued with the earth and the sun. You swirled in your own glass, and you spit me out when you were done. And you said I was the only one, and you said I was the only one, but all you did was take. So he thought it was for the giving, but it was for the taking. So he got fucked again, and he's meditating about this relationship, whatever it is. I wish I could talk to him, like to talk about the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try some contact, because he's not popular on Instagram. I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't look him up, but
yeah. Maybe he can answer us. We'll see.
Man,
and then he recorded the same record en français.
Yeah. Did you listen to it?
I have not listened to it.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Just asking.
Okay. I have not listened to it. I'm waiting for something.
Okay.
Anyway, it's a strong 5 out of 5 for me. It's perfection. I even bought the record. Yeah. So thanks again for that. Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank God for showing me to this guy. So what we were talking about, I think this is what we call, I'm going to translate an expression again, which in Portuguese we would call raiz, So this is madness root, man. Come on.
Yes, this is what we do.
Because it's like I literally pressed play because of the cover album. Nice. I just saw it, that little thing on my computer, and I was like, this dude sounds interesting. And then the first song, I was like, okay, you've like You
That's
had
it.
my interest. Now you got my attention.
No. Yes. I got it.
Yeah, yeah. It
I
was
got
amazing.
it.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Man, okay, good.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thank you. So
you're very welcome.
let's move on. Let's move on to Bad Bad Not Good.
Yeah,
Good.
let's do it.
This is a band that they are, I don't know where, they are Canadian thing. They are Canadian as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. I did not remember this, and I'm just reading it right now. And coincidentally enough, they are for Toronto, Canada.
so
Man, this band is,
this was almost a Canada week.
yeah, almost. Look, they are a band, instrumental band, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say that, and they mix jazz, hip hop, psychedelia, lo-fi. You said something about something lo-fi.
Organic lo-fi.
Organic lo-fi. What the fuck is that? What is organic lo-fi?
Yeah, because lo-fi is usually electronic shit. People take songs,
for sure.
But then they do lo-fi style with instruments.
All right, with real instrument. Yeah. These people, man, they have one of the most amazing musicians in the band, and they have collaborated with a lot of bands. I said hip hop because their first records, they fooled around with hip hop artists, bringing their instrumentation, their jazz and their alternative fucking, fusion with some hip hop artists. And it sounds nice. I have listened to their record before, and I really like it. I like what they do. I like their discography, Yeah. So this album that we listened this week, it's a blend of 3 EPs that they have released this year of 2024. So they put together in an album and with an extra song, with a bonus track, right? And there is nothing crazy to say because this is pure art, where they bring their best with all their influences, because it sounds like jazz, but of course it's more than that. And they are able to explore all the nuances of jazz. They go through jazz funk and improvisation, cinematic jazz, which is something that we have been enjoying a lot. Yeah. Alternative jazz, new jazz, and psychedelic jazz, all that jazz, Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do know.
My God, that was unpredictable.
Yeah.
So it is really good, this combination of songs, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The songs. It's a bit different from what they did. Their last record is from 2021. We're going to go there. We're going to go there.
Nice.
It's a mix of, it's a bit different of the style, but it's nice. And what can you say about it?
Man, it was just a blast, man, to listen to these guys because man, they have a great sound. And I wrote there one thing that has happened in the past few years is that there are some moments that I'm looking for this type of sound. There are specific moments in my day that I just want to relax and listen to. I don't want to listen to people singing. I don't want to listen to words. I just want to listen to the music and what the melodies can cause in us, And these are several moments. Sometimes moments to work like
Yeah.
because I write, so sometimes I just need something to be voiceless because it's
Yeah.
going to get in my way with writing. But like other moments too, like moments to relax, to sit and to drink a cup of coffee, to I don't know, talk to my wife. Sometimes we sit on the couch and then we're just
Yeah.
gonna talk.
It
So-
keeps playing in the background, and it gives you all this mood.
Yeah, and that's the word. It sets such a great mood, you know, because these are all like amazing musicians. They're just doing that. They're trying to capture us in this, I don't know, in this ambience that
Yeah.
it's not easy to pull yourself into it, you know, into a moment where you just forget about the world outside, and you're just in that moment listening to the song or connected to that conversation, you know. And I think this type of band, this type of music has the power to do that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy, and I have been enjoying more and more each and every day, these kind of songs, because exactly what you said. Sometimes you don't want to pay attention to lyrics.
Yeah.
Right? You just want like the music to keep going on your background while you're doing other stuff, and this is perfect. Because it mixes, especially because it mixes a lot of the styles that we like, yeah, and we appreciate some good playing, right? And it's full of that. It's got all that, the amazing playing, and it's in your face. The instruments are there; they are playing everything, and the mix of genres that they use, which are genres that we love.
Yeah.
Right? So,
And there's an extra flavor for me because we already know that we are different, me and you, on approach of music, right? You are lyric driven, and I am like music driven, you know.
okay.
So there are several songs that I like, but if you look at the lyrics, you're like, yeah, it's whatever. But I just like because of how it sounds and how it makes me feel, you know.
Yeah.
So when you have an instrumental band that does that, it's like it's an extra flavor to me, you know, because
Exactly.
I really enjoy the music, and you know, sometimes the lyrics I don't care.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I like, like for me as well, I like some shit that they don't have lyrical content, you know, but they are, I always, when I think about this, I always remember, Rooney. I always remember the band Rooney. Remember them?
Yeah.
Rooney, Phantom Planet. There are other bands, of course, that they're not, their lyrics are not their strong suit.
Uh-huh.
But the poppy vibe and the alternative rock, it's nice. I like them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Weezer, right? Weezer, crazy lyrics that, different, right? But we like the combo. But Weezer is a different band. It's different. We like the combo, right? But like bands like this, like Bad Bad Not Good, it gives you music where you can appreciate without paying attention to lyrics, and they sound amazing. They sound amazing.
For sure.
Yeah. I remember when I found out about this band, I don't know how and when, it's been a long time. And I remember listening to them for the first time and like loving everything about the aesthetic. But the first song I was listening, I was like expecting for some lyrics. I didn't know they were instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, whoa, where is the guy gonna come on and sing? But yeah, it just impressed me more. I said, look, I'm hooked. Yeah. So it's amazing, right? Yeah. I still haven't written anything about it. Actually, I have, but I haven't posted yet. I kind of forgot to finish my writing about it. But yeah, for me, it's a 4 out of 5 too. Just like you put there.
Yeah, for me,
you said something about the song Taco Taco.
Yeah, it's like that's the only song that it's like, okay, I got the joke. I'll skip it. I'll skip it while listening to it.
Yeah, it's funny
because he keeps saying like tequila, tequila.
Yeah, it's like, funny. It's funny.
Like in the first time, it's funny, but then when I'm listening, it just gets me off a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Beautiful.
But I know it feels like they are in the studio recording all the serious stuff, and then there's just a moment that they just want to blow off some steam and then start doing some crazy shit, and then they leave it in the album.
Yeah. There is I want to search a little bit more about this record, because there is when you go to the what's the name? When you view the credits, when you check the credits, there is a name there, João Carvalho. He's the mastering engineer. And so might be a Brazilian guy. I need to check.
And there is a bit of like there is a song that it's written in Portuguese.
In Portuguese.
Sétima Regra, right? Mm-hmm. And it's very Brazilian. The song is like, there's a lot of bossa nova and some Brazilian instruments and stuff like that. It's good, really good.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. So we have percussion, bass, keyboards, trumpet, saxophone, drums. We have it all in this mix, and for me, it's an amazing. So yeah, this Taco Taco song is in the second EP they released. Yeah, that's it, man. That is it, I think. Right?
Nice.
What else do we have now? We have Switchfoot.
Let's go to our dudes.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right, so Switchfoot's 2000 album, Learning to Breathe. I was 8 years old.
Younger than my daughter now.
Yeah.
8 years old.
8 years old.
How old was I? I was 15.
Yeah. Of course, I don't think I met Switchfoot at 8 years old, but I think it was not long after. Yeah. But here, it's the third album, and I think here there is an album that I like a little bit better than the others, just because I think it's becoming to get into shape, like in the shape of the Switchfoot that I came to really love.
Yeah. And that stuck for a while, the style that they created.
I think there is a really high point on Switchfoot's career that we're gonna get there, which is my favorite album. We're gonna get there. But I would say that this first decade from Switchfoot, I think they've tried to experiment a lot, which I think it's good. And like we always say, when you experiment, sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work. So I think they when they got to this masterpiece that they have, at least for me, they were like cutting all these things that were not working, and then they just got to that place, to that great place, in my opinion. Yeah. What's your take on this album?
So this, what can I say, man? Let's start talking about the first two tracks.
You can say you hate it.
No way. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. I really like this record, man, because the one thing, like I told you in the text, the one thing for me that is strange about this record, it's because the first two tracks, they take you off, and they do not set the tone for the record. I think this is my opinion, because these are two songs that they sound very worshipy.
Yeah, Dare You to Move
Right?
sounds very worshipy.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing, because this kind of worship that they did here, I think, I don't know if it was on purpose. It's okay. It's okay for me. So the only thing is that the rest of the record sounds different for me. And I say it's not a bad thing, because the lyrics on these two songs are amazing. It's beautiful. I love the lyrics there. Dare You to Move, and which became iconic, right? I think it's when they broke out the mainstream.
Yeah.
Isn't it? And Learning to Breathe it's beautiful, and it's the title track, the album title, sorry. And this specific track, it sounds off. If you pay attention to the mixing or something, there is something off on this track that doesn't exactly fit. And probably what I think, I don't know, I haven't read anything, I think is that they made these two songs to try to get into places where they were not going.
For sure. Yeah.
They released them as two singles, and they put it in the record. But okay, it's fine, but they should have put the songs like in the middle of the record.
Yeah.
I think, right? They should have started the record with other songs. Huh?
Yeah, because when you go to track 3, You Already Take Me There, it sounds like it belongs to the other two albums.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah,
exactly.
I agree totally. Yes. But I think even the production on the album, it gets better a little bit, like the sound mixing. I think it gets better on here, and I think my favorite song on this album it's definitely not popular. I don't know any other Switchfoot fans that really know this song, which is Love Is the Movement.
I was not.
The song is weird. It starts with a bass solo and a weird pacing, and then when the song starts, it feels like it transforms, and then the chorus is something else. So I think it's really good. It's a really good song, and the lyrics, amazing.
I agree with you completely. I remember listening to this record before, like back in the day, and I remember enjoying this song a lot.
Yeah,
definitely, because this song stuck to me through the times, right? Because listening to this record again this week, I just said, look, yeah, this is a good song. I like it. I like it a lot, right? And the lyrics is amazing. Look, where he says, look, why God gave his life to put motion inside my soul. It's bigger than cold religion. It's bigger than life. Love is the movement. Love is the revolution. And this is redemption. He created and wrote songs and lyrics that the fans took them as mottos, right? Because we see them and we see the band carrying out the flag of love is the movement. Love alone is worth the fight, right? Remember that song? I love that song.
I do.
So of course they like John. They are Christian, right? And John carries that flag throughout his life, and it's amazing how they just kept doing that and talking about love, talking about even here and there with some nuances of God, and it's amazing. It feels really good, and their songs sound really, fresh and liberating, I think,
Yeah.
So yeah, I love this song, and then after that comes Paparazzi, which is a funny song.
Yeah.
Right. I love the instrumentations; it's amazing. I love everything about it, and this is some old school Switchfoot where they before talked about some like Weezer does, playing on words. Talking about some funny things.
Yeah,
I like this one.
and it's kind of a sarcastic criticism to all this show business, you know. That's probably, and weirdly enough, that's probably where they were trying to get themselves into, right? Because they were trying to like to be a success.
Yeah.
Because they were in the indie area, and now they were, you know, so maybe they started experiencing that
probably
some way, you know.
Probably.
So they made a song criticizing a little bit of that.
Yeah. I like all the record, man. Innocence again, it's a great track.
Just
Playing for Keeps is one of my favorites here.
I talked about this criticism in Paparazzi. Like the lyrics, there is a part that says, "This is a tune for the pop," because they play on the words that they don't say paparazzi, they say pop, as in pop music, right? So this is a tune for the paparazzi. Leave me alone with your social mingle. You try so hard to stay on top. Leave me alone with your little jingle. With your picture perfect pop, we read in the art we read the article in 2017. We saw your video on MTV. Man, how 90s is that?
Yeah, how 90s is that? Exactly.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. Like I said, Playing for Keeps is another track that I like.
Yeah.
The last track is good too. It's got great lyrics.
Yeah, there's one thing that I said in my text about the first part of the album being more memorable than the second half. I wasn't really considering, like you said, the first two songs they sound out of place, but they are memorable because of what they become, of what they became. But I think there is this sequence here from "You Already Take Me There" until "Playing for Keeps." I think it's a nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's true.
Line of great songs, like amazing songs that I really enjoy for them.
Agreed. You know? It's true. Yeah.
The Loser reminds me a little bit of Lifehouse. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. Like they start in a way, and then they start a little heavy, and then they retract themselves, and then he starts singing in a more mellow way. So it reminded me a little bit of Lifehouse.
Wow, man! I need to go back to. I remember there is a Lifehouse album that I think 2 records that they have that I adore.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a
while. It's a long while.
Should we do something about that?
I remember. Huh?
Should we do something about that?
We gotta. Man, I remember 2 records that they have. I really love those records. I think it's 2 of them. Yeah, man. So Switchfoot, I think what they have done afterwards started to get more in shape, right?
Yeah.
And they went into this, they took a turn a little bit from the more alternative. Of course, that evolved throughout the years, considering they entered in the 2000s, right? Mm-hmm. I think the next record is amazing, yeah? The Beautiful Letdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. I'm interested and curious to keep going, even though we have listened to the whole shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm anxious to get to my Mona Lisa, you know, from them.
Is it? It's vice versa, isn't it?
Oh, so you know.
I know, man. So you know.
That album is just...
I remember Dark Horses, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Afterlife.
I think Dark Horses is the most famous song of this album, but it's not my favorite of the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which one is
we'll
it?
Get there.
We'll get there. Yeah. We'll I'm just anxious.
Yeah, I know.
Man, so that's okay. What should we do now? We should. What is it? It's a 4. It's a 4 out of 5. Yeah.
4 out of 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Beautiful. Now it's time, man. It's time.
It's that time.
It's that time to go again.
So this week is You Choose 2, right? So
yes.
Please give us the first one.
Get ready, man. Get your ass ready.
Right.
Look, the first record I'm going to choose is completing now this year 10 years. So we're going to go.
Hold on. We are in 2024.
2024. It's from
2004 album.
2014, yeah?
Oh, 14.
Yeah, 2014.
I thought, like, those moments that people say, oh, this was like 40 years ago. And like 40 years ago, it's already like almost the 90s. So
exactly.
You're like, what? Come on.
Wow. So this record, man, it's amazing. I remember when they released it, it was groundbreaking because of the way that they did this shit, right? It's 10 years old. They have released. So I want you. Okay, let me say the name of the band.
Yeah. Yes, please.
It's called Royal Blood.
Oh.
Royal fucking Blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not expecting that at all.
Exactly. They released this record back in 2014, and they have just released a 10th anniversary edition. So I would like us to listen to this version, because there are 5 extra songs.
Okay.
Like new songs. And then of course there are some 5-6 live songs. We can of course, we're gonna go there because it's the songs from this record, right? Mm-hmm. Just gonna give us a different perspective.
What are the new songs?
They are from One Trick Pony, which is a song they had released as a single afterwards.
Okay,
but so One Trick Pony, You Want Me, Leave It Alone.
From track 11 on is the new song.
Yeah, I need to check. Yeah, they are extra songs. Sleep Talker and Whole. Okay.
Yeah, the original record has only 10 songs. So okay.
Yeah,
nice.
So let's listen to that. You don't need to pay attention to the live ones, but So they became like a favorite of mine, man. This band, because it's 2 guys, 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Of course, the first record, 2 dudes. The guys playing the bass, but with all the reverbs and all the pedals.
Yeah, the guys playing
sounding
the bass
like a guitar. Yeah, sounding like a guitar. Yeah. Of course, the next records, they incorporated other things, other things. But yeah, that's it. That's what we're gonna get.
Nice.
All right.
So me now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna go quick and fast. I'm gonna choose Lifehouse, No Name Face, the first
motherfucker. Oh, you motherfucker. What?
Maybe there's a reason I said something about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you planning on that?
Yeah.
Or you just decided?
Yeah. I almost forgot to say about the song. And anyways, because like it really reminded me of them. The song really reminded me of them. I was like, okay, we should revisit these guys too. And the guy, the singer, Jason Wade, he released some songs, like some solo songs that I want us to visit them too. But in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's amazing. Look, I'm in doubt still about 2 artists.
Okay.
You're gonna help me figure it out. So both of them they present themselves as solo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them had bands.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have released solo records, and they have been doing that, and they have been great at it.
Okay.
First, the one his name starts with M, and the other one starts with N. So two guys.
Okay, one of them is Marcus Mumford.
No, but it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. I haven't. Yeah, we should do something about it because
Right.
I listened to that record and I'm not I don't remember. I just need to pay attention to that record.
It's good. It's heavy.
Yeah, I remember a song. Yeah, there's one song that I remember. But anyway,
Maybe it's Cannibal. Maybe that's the song you remember.
Probably.
I think it's it's a really heavy song, especially knowing the background of the song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So one guy has. I'm thinking about two records. One record is, I know it's very well produced. It's got a lot of things, a lot of elements, and it's amazing, I think. And the other one is very straightforward. It's a straightforward record, very well produced as well. Yeah, but let's do let's do with the M guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose the second record because we have listened to his third record, and we're going backwards. I'm gonna choose Marcus King's second record. Right? Marcus King's second record.
That's fair.
Yeah. Which calls Young Blood, released in 2022.
Nice.
Very straightforward, man. I think you're going to love this record. I don't know if you've listened to this one. Have you?
No.
No?
No. The other album that I remember from him is El Dorado.
El Dorado, yeah. El Dorado is his first solo, and Young Blood is his second. Both of them were produced by Dan Auerbach, by the Black Keys, and released through Easy Eye, which is Dan Auerbach label. Yeah.
Nice.
So let's go, man. Let's go. I love this record. It's different. You see, it's different from Mood Swings, the one we listen, and it's more like raw blues, rock, alternative rock, bluesy. You're gonna love it. I'm sure. I love that record.
I know I will.
Yeah. And then search for the songs that he released on his YouTube back then, because he played, I don't know if it was all of them, but he played some songs live on YouTube, like in the studio.
Nice.
Nice. It's nice to see him play, man. It's amazing.
Yeah. A few days ago, I was just on the couch, like on YouTube, and then one song from him appeared on my YouTube, like being recommended, and it was "Fuck My Life Up Again," and it's just him in a red light in a sofa or something playing.
Yeah.
And then I pressed play, and then a bunch of his songs from Mood Swings just started playing in sequence, and I was like, I was having some beer, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. That's the mood I want in right now.
Yeah. Nice.
Man, thank God for music, that we have all these amazing artists. It's so good, and it gives us so much joy, right?
For sure.
So much. I love it. Yeah. Good, man. Nice. Thanks for choosing Lifehouse. I remember you.
Lifehouse. I don't remember where that came from, but
I don't know. I don't either. I don't know either. I think it's because of some we were making fun of some accents, especially the Biffy Clyro. Biffy Clyro is another band that stuck
Right?
to me for forever.
My wife likes to make this joke when I talk about them. She's like, the name of the guy is Beef.
Beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, let's do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That's it. One more beautiful week ahead of us.
Yeah, we have.